I gotta buy a trainer because I'm tired of like biking in the wind every day.
You said in your video. This is exact word for word.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna be selfish. I'm gonna buy a camera.
You know what's also funny is I'm not buying a bike right now. I'm gonna buy a $7,000 bike.
Huh?
No, like when I'm editing a video, like it says I'm gonna buy a $7,000 bike. I'm not gonna buy a bike till like much later because I'm gonna spend a good $7,000 on a bike.
Why didn't you end up doing that?
Cause I don't want a bike that much right now. You know how much mom and dad would have flipped out? Literally, it's as much as our car. It's like $2,000 cheaper than our car.
Yeah, but I mean,
our bike is my bike is the same weight as
Overall, you still want a beginner bike. Overall,
Trek Amanda, the one I got is a beginner bike. It is the lowest quality version of the Amandos.
Yeah, but
especially since it is a 2021.
I would say our bike was good, or Giant Content 3. It lasted a good bit of miles, and it's a good starter bike to get used to the road feel. See if you really like a road bike, because some people might not like a road bike.
Or my bike right now is heavier than what we used to have.
No, it's not.
It just feels lighter because of the carbon.
The way the weight is placed.
Yeah. And the good thing is the cables are hitting. So it's an internal routing cable. So the beach wouldn't really mess up the cables, and also it won't rust because it is carbon.
When we were cycling on Saturday, literally, when you were first catching up to me, that first time, you turned around and we were with each other for like 2 minutes, and then you slowly, and then ended up like really just starting to pull from me, and you were probably what were you cycling at, 20 miles an hour? Because I was cycling at 16. 15, 16 on the way back.
So
I started off too fast.
The first, yeah, I did too.
And then my back was hurting.
Like
you know how sometimes when you have
I will say,
have you ever had lower back pain when cycling?
Dude, it's so common for me. That's why I didn't want to get the Trek Amanda. No, I almost went with the Trek Domani because it's more of a touring bike. I would have gotten the carbon. I think they do have a carbon version, but I'm not really sure. Whatever it was, it was actually lighter than Amanda, but it's not as Areo, and it's more for a touring bike, so it's not gonna go as fast, but it's gonna take you over that longer distance, much more comfortable. So I could have been like, and it was actually more expensive. The Domani is $200 more expensive, and so I almost went with it, but I'm like. And I actually kind of liked it better than Amanda, but at the same time, when I test rode it, I just felt more comfortable on the Amanda in a way. I like being in the TT position, but the Amanda is uncomfortable at times, and I kind of had the wheel get definitely used to it because
the bike you have right now.
Yeah.
Why is it uncomfortable?
It has that. It's just I forget what you call it, but it hasn't. It's just I don't know what they say about it, but it can be uncomfortable where your quads or I might have to end up getting a bike fit for it because the way it's positioned, it's the same geometry as the Madone, which the Madone is an aero bike, and aero bikes are pretty uncomfortable. They're only typically for a quick little race that you're gonna do, and so that race not gonna last that long, so you can deal with the uncomfortableness. But I don't know how you deal with that, but I can notice like sometimes my quads are burning just because of the position I'm in. It can affect that, but also my back can sometimes hurt. But it's just something to get used to over time. I know you'll get used to it. Just like being in a TT position, your body will end up adapting to it. And so it's like almost if you run barefoot. Like it might be hard to get used to, and your feet might be a little sore after. But you'll get used to it. I would definitely get used to this bike. Over time, it's a little like, I wish I was able to test ride it, not drive it, for at least an hour, but it's not really, couldn't do that. But overall, I do really like the bike. I was able to bike 19.1 miles per hour today.